they'll turn into the left and right, and it's close to the and it's Tim Mogridge next up, who is tantalisingly close, but not close enough to challenge. Then number 5, Chris Butler next through, and it's looks as though that was Nicholas Cartwright. In fact, I thought it might be Tim Walker, but Nicholas Cartwright, number 3, has come all the way through from 9th to 6th at the end of the first lap, and then it's Colin Southwood, 26th, in 6th place.
There used to be 3 Cartwrights racing for these Ferraris, and there used to be a father and 2 sons, so I forgot which one Nick is, I think he's one of the 2 sons. But did lots and lots of Ferrari racing, certainly in the Intermart days of the Aston Martin Owners Club. 10, 15 years ago, they were very, very popular in these 355s. So as you said, Alison, the front 2, Wayne Mars and Tris Simpson, just pulling away now, eking out there, just easing away from 3rd place man Tim Mogridge, just not able to stay remotely in touch, even at the end of this very, very first lap. 20-minute race they've got.
And this is a class-based race, unlike the 488 Challenge cars, where they're all in the same class, apart from the Shell and the Pirelli groups, which is to do with the driver's experience. But in the Formula Classic, we've got 5 different groups of cars. And into the pits has come Tim Walker, number 73. So. Leading Group 4 car is the Nick Cartwright, number 3, which is in 5th place overall, and immediately behind him, the gap between them is around 4 seconds. So at the moment, Nicholas Cartwright has very strong control of the Group 4 cars. Christopher Compton Goddard leads Group 2, which is for the lightly modified car. I do like that, lightly modified. Only a Ferrari can be lightly modified. But that's the class that Christopher Compton Goddard races in, up to 3 litre lightly modified Group 2. He's leading that class from, second in that class is car number 25, which is Richard Fenny.
Mars, Simpson, Mulcahy, fourth place man Butler just across the line now. It's Tim Mulcahy's further 4.5 seconds. These cars are normally very well matched up to Tim's got a bit of a problem today, or that car of Wayne's Mars really is just completely sorted and absolutely dialed in and absolutely on song today.
And he has had a bit more track time, hasn't he? Because of course he's done the free practice and qualifying in his 488 as well.
So are you suggesting that driving the challenge car makes this make you feel very nice and casual than driving the car?
Wayne Mars is a 210.777. In qualifying he did a 209.897. So he's not quite on his qualifying pace, is Wayne Mars. There he is now. I was just going to say Len Watson hasn't come through either, but he's so far behind because of starting late. He's just come through, so yeah, we seem to have lost the water somewhere. Races 2 and 3, Tris came second, but right on by this battle through Cora and up to Murray's now. A superb three-car battle coming through onto the centre straight. In fact, the lead car has just pulled away a little bit suddenly. Number 26, Colin Souter. Christopher Compton Goddard immediately behind, and then it's control car Pirelli back at that very late right around this race. Compton Goddard managed to get past him on that lap and moves up to 7th place, still leading his class because he's in class 2, whereas Pirelli is in class 3. Chris Butler, number 5, who's some way ahead in 4th place overall. Very good run once again from Chris Butler.
Of course, you were just saying, Alistair, that our race leader, Wayne Mars, and pole position man's had some more track time today already. Of course, he's got to finish this race and then jump straight over the So Wayne's keeping his eyes well and truly dialed in by leading this race currently by a comfortable margin at the moment. What has he got now, Alistair? It's 4.9 seconds, so it's kind of settled down now, hasn't it? Tim Mortgage unable to close that gap. Well, he has a little bit actually. He's closed it by about half a second to Tris Simpson, so we'll keep an eye on that.
And Tris Simpson's just had to, I think the gap second to third is closer because Tris has just had to get past. Maybe making a bit of a charge now to try and catch Tris Simpson in 2nd place. Wayne Mars still leads. We've got 8.25 minutes of this race remaining. Leading overall, Wayne Mars, number 16. They're all in Group 5. And then 4th overall and leading Group 3 is number 5, Chris Butler. 5th is number 3, Nick Cartwright, and also leads Group 4 from 6th Colin Sauter's in the same class as Nicholas Cartwright, and he's closed the gap to a second, and he was 2 points off. Just running wide at Murray's, we think number 9. Lap 6. No, he doesn't. That's another car, very similar looking. Not watching where I was going. That was down the field. We haven't got to Wayne Mars here yet. Here he comes. So Wayne Mars does now come round to complete lap 6. Comfortable lead now over the battling second place duo, because we said last time that Tim Mogridge and Chris Simpson duo out to second charge. Chris Simpson who's been caught, so they're turning through the right-hander now. We can't see much of them there, they're so low, and the barriers for safety reasons are triple layer down there, so they come through. We see them at Palmer. Here they are. It's still the black car of Tris Simpson just ahead of the red of Tim Mogridge as they turn through the left-hander at Palmer and then run up the short straight to Agostini. Where will Tim Mogridge have a go? Into Agostini. Is still closing, with now Colin Sauter just half a second down on Nicholas Cartwright. So they're over at Wilson at the moment, and a big puff of tyre smoke there. Somebody either ran a little wide or locked up a wheel. A little cloud of dust or smoke at Wilson. As well, he's got himself mixed up in that. He's in a different class again. He's in Group 2. Peter Everingham in the white car at the back. So 4 cars going through Williams onto the Bentley straight with 4 1/4 minutes remaining. Here comes the battle in second place. Chris Simpson still just ahead of Tim Mogridge. Tim Mogridge goes for the inside of Riches, tries to break as late as possible. No, he gets up in the end. He's not close enough. Just letting Chris Simpson know that he's there. Still ahead of the red roof as they turn through the hairpin right and then make their way back down to the left-hander at Palmer. Still it is Tris Simpson ahead. Now we'll turn to our left and look for this really good 4-car battle and there's a slower car mixed in with them at the moment for 4th through to 7th. So there goes Chris Butler, followed by Nicholas Cartwright, Christopher Thompson, Colin Sauter and Peter Everingham, all running in very close order and all battling for overall places as well as the group lead. Meanwhile at Oggie's, all action there. We've got Tim Mogridge right up under the rear wing of Tris Simpson as they turn through the right-hander at Williams out onto the Bentley straight. Will Tim Mogridge be able to break a bit later into Brundle and Nelson? big screen, but can't see the board at the moment. But there's a 5-second penalty being given to someone, and it's not come up on our timing screen, so I don't know who that is at the moment. And we've got 1 3/4 minutes remaining. Leading is Wayne Mars by nearly 16 seconds now. Mogridge get any closer, they both managed to get past on the straight. Then we've got this great battle. It's led still by Chris Butler, who's leading Group 3. And then Christopher Compton Goddard has managed to get up into second in that group, so he's moved himself up to 5th place overall. And it's side by side on the centre straight between those two cars, so that's for 5th place. And it's 26 Colin Souter who's come up, and he's taken the group lead in doing that. So after all this time, Nicholas Carter led the group all the way through the race, just lost it to Colin Souter, who's having a good battle with Christopher Compton Goddard, who, as he often does, is driving the wheels off his car, which is in Group 2, so it's only nicely qualified under 4 litres. We've just had the notification of ticked down, and the checkered flag goes out to Wayne Mars. A win for car number 60, Wayne Mars. Second and third are coming through Murray's, and it's changed. We've got the red car of Tim Mogridge ahead. He gets past on the last lap, so he's going to come to the line and take second place. He's absolutely delighted, arm out of the window, and he manages to squeeze past Tris Simpson on that last lap. The gap between them going on to that. Second overall, and third place overall, third in Group 5 goes to 46 Tris Simpson. Now we've got this battle coming through Coram, and they're all mixed in with the car being lapped as well. Tim Mogridge has lost out again to Colin Souter, but we know Souter has a 5-second penalty, so I'm afraid he's going to drop to the back of that group on adjusted times. But they're all going to come to the line now. The checkered flag is waving, and they can see it. And across the line for a group win and 4th overall for Chris Butler, number 5. Second